So you have already released a list of issues you want the government to address in their upcoming bill, including a new investigation into the troubled and ineffective healthcare system regarding our education system. We were informed that you're coming out with a new book called Education is Ours. Tell us what inspired you to write your new book.
Well, the American healthcare system is troubled and our mental health care delivery is fragmented and poorly organized. We spend much more than any other nation and get poorer outcomes. And most agree that our mental health delivery is uneven and chaotic. Many populations never get effective care for mental illnesses.
So do you think this is a failure of the education system?
There's much evidence that our society's education system is seriously flawed. Despite the U.S. higher education system being ranked among the best in the world, according to data compiled by Universities 21 May, America currently ranks 16th in the number of 25 to 34-year-olds with college degrees out of 26 developed nations.
So what are the effects on the students due to this flawed education system?
Our obsession with standardized assessments and curriculums is what creates a poor learning environment. High school graduates are attending college in record numbers, but 4 in 10 are not adequately prepared for the course load that awaits them, and are thus forced into remedial classes when they start college. This fact contributes to a staggering number of students pursuing a bachelor's degree, 42%, to drop out, and this number is about 30% higher at the 2-year or community college level.
Okay, so does the United States view and handle this issue differently than the other countries?
The United States spends more on education than any other country, but it's all going to administration and special initiatives. The U.S. just isn't getting into their students with their spending. However, most advanced industrial democracies distinguish more sharply than we do in higher education in the sense of a 4-year college education and apprenticeship training. Theirs is a test-based meritocratic system. Our system of 4-year and 2-year college is more flexible, allowing greater opportunity for highly motivated students.
So should the U.S. be viewing and handling this issue any differently?
Our democracy tips balance is the American social norm of equality of opportunity. I'm not arguing that our system is superior to that of other countries, but simply that it is a core American tradition that fits our culture and history, a bastion of stability in an unstable world. We should do everything we can to safeguard it.
So then we shouldn't really change. We should just safeguard what we have.
Well, now our education system doesn't have to be this way. It really doesn't. Finland regularly comes out on top in math, science, and reading, but they're leading in other areas too. They don't obsess over those disciplines. They have a very broad approach to education, which includes humanities, physical education, and the arts. Second, there is next to zero standardized testing in Finland. And the third thing, and I was astonishingly, they do not have a dropout rate. They asked, why would you drop out? If people are in trouble, we get to them quickly and help them, and we support them.
Well, you can't really compare Finland to the United States. There's a population of around 5 million in Finland.
Yeah, but you can compare it to a state in America, and states have the same type of learning initiatives. Finland treats teachers as high-skilled labor such as lawyers or doctors or architects, unlike here where they are compared to nurses or therapists or something like that, which requires lower academic training. They recognize that you can't improve education if you don't pick great people to teach, and if you don't keep giving them constant support and professional development. Spending on education is not a cost, it's an investment. And every other country that's succeeding well knows that, whether it's Finland, Australia, Canada, South Korea, or Singapore.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you again. Education is Yours will be out next week.